anything about before I start singing. I'll just sing a melody and then just whatever word rhymes with the previous one and bring it down. It's only ever after the song that I can figure out what I was actually singing about.
So it just kind of comes to you slowly, bit by bit.
Yeah.
And you kind of, yeah.
Every time I say it, it sort of sounds like I'm calling myself some sort of supernatural wizard or something like that. Or just like prophecy, something like that. But I don't know. I just end up rhyming words, keep them in a similar topic. And then at the end, there's something to gain.
The system works. The system works.
Yeah. I've never questioned it before. So.
Well, very good. So your latest single, Patience, has resonated with a lot of your fans. What sort of story or personal experience inspired that, if any?
Well, that was one of them songs that I ended up. So with half of my songs, it'll end up being one riff now, right? And I'll have it for ages and not be able to come up with a melody through it. And Patience was I had that one riff of dum 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 dum, but didn't know what to do with it for about a year. And then I think I was at a time in my life when I was just like questioning a lot of things. And when I realised I didn't really need any answers to just crack on and get on with it, just be patient about it. And that's where Patience came from.
It's a great message. Absolutely. Thank you.
Everyone is told to be patient.
It's a really good idea, isn't it? You just think slow. I think we kind of rush things in life, don't we? And they don't always doesn't always work that way. Definitely. So I know you split a lot of your time between Hull and London. How would you say Hull's art scene, which is very vibrant, has sort of inspired you and supported your career?
The art scene.
The music scene.
Well, I will say when it comes to live music, we do have a lot. And not even just music as well. If you walk around, I mean, like, there's so much like vibrant like graffiti, but the graffiti that's like been made, the council have said do something on this wall and make it look pretty. There's
it's intentional.
Yeah, intentional. There's a lot of it everywhere, and I'd say it's sort of from a young age it kept my eye fixated on art. I've always loved art, and it's a good city for it. But it's a good point because when you go down to London, there's not much of that. It's just nice architecture. It's lovely. And I haven't been in London in one specific amount of time long enough to get to know the scene personally. But if it's anything like Hull's, then I'll enjoy it.
So what's been the most challenging part of your career so far? I know you're quite early stages, but what are some difficulties you've encountered so far? How have you handled them?
Not really 100% sure, to be honest. I just sort of get on with things and not focus on, when things aren't going not really particularly to plan. I just like,
yeah.
So but I would say anything particularly, I don't think I could. I enjoy every step of the way, and even when it's not absolutely booming, I don't have to be sat on the throne to enjoy what I'm doing. I just like the process.
Just glad to be here and taking it as it comes and being patient. It's all good. Wonderful.
Patience.
How do you feel your music has grown over time? Do you feel like it's evolving? Are you going through eras?
Oh, 100%. When I first started writing, I used this app on my phone called Bandle, and it's like GarageBand, but like the Samsung version. It's the premier corner shop version of GarageBand. But I started using that particular app, and it's what I used to record all my songs on. So I first started in 2017, and I still use it now. So I can scroll, and it takes about 2 minutes to scroll all the way down. If I'm going at full scroll pace, I've got thousands of ideas on there. Every now and again, I go back and listen to how I've changed musically. And it has a lot, because it's not even just growing older. It's just when you do the same thing over and over again, but with different ideas, you learn something every single project, and then you put that into the next one. It just grows and grows. And I'm still never 100% happy with the single products that I do, project that I do. But that's so that next time I do one, I don't do the thing that I wasn't happy about.
Yeah.
But then I always find something to do.
so hard to like step away from something, isn't it? And start,
Yeah,
like, tinkering
yeah.
with it. And, yeah, no, but great that you're not short of ideas. You've just got such a backlog to go through. That's brilliant. Is there a live performance of yours that you've done that really sort of stands out to you, like a sort of turning point in your
Yeah.
confidence and anything like that?
I think the first ever gig that I did with Ocean Colours was definitely some of that. Really, I wasn't expecting the amount of adrenaline we got when you went onto the stage, because the way the gig was, it was like it was in a church. It's this row of seats right in front of you, and there's people up here. And the most I'd ever played to before that was a few hundred, and that was the first gig ever
No pressure.
in a full truck theatre in the main stage. That was my first ever gig, so that was. But so I could say that maybe it was my first gig and it was huge. But when I went on to that first gig in Edinburgh with Ocean Colour Scene, I was like, Christ, I nearly threw up. Just looking, and everyone, the first thing you notice how quiet everyone is because they're just watching you. You know, but that's the good part, and I was like, oh right, now I understand why I'm going to put on a show. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just expect everyone to enjoy me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Do you still get nerves going on stage now, or is that?
Oh God, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but you can turn them into excitement. I once heard that nerves and excitement are the exact same emotional feelings, the same chemicals in your brain, but just slightly different.
So if you like tell yourself that you're excited and not nervous,
Yeah.
you can like trick your brain.
Yeah.
It would happen.
So if you're about to do something really big, like jump off a plane with a parachute,
Yeah.
and you're nervous about it, just be excited.
I'm so excited. Absolutely. So what's next for Ellis Barraclough? What sort of collabs or projects are you really excited about? What's coming up?
I'm doing more stuff with Ocean Colour Scene.
Cool.
I've recorded with some really amazing musicians as of yet, and hopefully I'm going to keep getting to do that. So I've got more gigs with them, and I'm just finishing the first couple of albums, first few albums actually. Nearly finished the third. Only released 3 songs, but I've got 3 albums ready to just get pumped out. And then as soon as that's finished, then I'm going to be able to get rid of it. That's the plan, hopefully.
3 albums already, so tell us more about the albums.
It's the songs from the very beginning up until now. So there's some songs on there that I wrote 5 years ago, and there's some songs on there that I wrote a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
But the way we're doing it is we're obviously going to get all 33 songs. 33 songs. So 11 songs per album. I think that's making me want to pass over.
It's very, very
33
spooky.
songs. What's my point?
So when are they coming out?
Oh yeah, we don't know.
Don't know yet.
Because this is what I was going to say. We've not put them into their albums yet. If you know what I mean. We've just got the songs, yeah, and we don't know what songs are going to go in what album. So yeah.
So do you organise it by when they were made or by theme? That's a tough one.
Well, it's just which song. We'll listen to one song, but right, that'll be the first song, and then pick which song flows best into from that song.
Yeah.
Do it like a chain.
Brilliant. Ooh, exciting. So, as you say, 3 albums in now. What advice would you give to any aspiring musicians who are looking to have a career in the industry?
If you're a songwriter, write for yourself, and unless it's a really good idea, stick to your guns.